This is the Health Career Photography Advisor Orientation for Round 1 and 2 for our Alabama Hosted State Leadership Conference. Health Career Photography. Round 1 takes place Thursday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. This is the competitor arrival time. The event managers and personnel orientations are at 1:45. The judge orientation at 2:10. Round 2 takes place at 8:45 a.m. Friday morning with the event manager and personnel orientation at 8 a.m., judge orientation at 8:20 a.m. Please see the competitive event schedule for your specific room. Be prepared to run the event. Advisors will be managing the event. Plan to have 2 judges, but the event can be ran with 1. Event personnel may include advisors with students in the event. Print and review your event's guidelines. The event manager is responsible for coordinating the event, and they must report to headquarters to get the event binder. Event personnel should plan to meet in the event room for setup, and the personnel should start orienting the judges. Related to confidentiality, all advisors should complete the online confidentiality agreement prior to state conference found at the link. Dana has already sent that out. Hard copies are available in headquarters. Confidentiality has to be of utmost importance in order to assure equity in future events. Advisors and students are not allowed to enter or observe an event other than their assigned one at any time for any reason. Pictures or copies may not be taken of events or event materials, skills, or equipment. Health Career Photography Specifics. Competitors showcase 3 photographs taken of different health science careers to the judges. The photos should be submitted in the official hosted portfolio or notebook. The narratives and permission form should be included. Round 1 is a preliminary round for judging of the portfolio without the competitors' presence. Round 2, top competitors advance to hear and presents each photo within 3 minutes total. STEM Premier uploads have been completed because they were judged there during qualifying events. Orientation for Health Career Photography is completed through this video. Binders should be picked up at headquarters. A separate binder video has already been sent out for you to understand what sections are there. The manager will receive the following at headquarters: a binder with event directions, a competitor list, scripts, judging rubrics, scantrons for judges, event surveys, and judges' gifts. If the assigned event manager cannot attend or pick up materials, notify Dana Stringer as soon as possible. Another member of the event team will be asked to attend. It is imperative that someone be present to obtain the event materials and any additional instructions. Be familiar with Health Career Photography guidelines and follow them precisely. After picking up the event binder, make a plan to orient the judges. This is kind of a continuation of where the personnel are by the time the manager gets there. Get students in the room, roll call, check IDs, orient the students, check the dress code. The guideline check has to be done as well. Reminder that the guidelines are not required in round 2. Also have a plan to time the presentations in round 2 and to keep the judges on schedule in both rounds. Suggestions: orient the judges to the rubrics and time limits of the event. Make sure they are familiar with the guidelines. Review the important points to be sure they understand. Review the rubrics and stress consistency. Each judge will complete their own rubric. They may come together and discuss rubric scores after all competitors have been scored. They must break any tie. They should not write notes on the Scantron rubric itself because this could cause a problem with the scoring. Use a notepad. Remind them that they can't give advice to the competitors. Thank you is acceptable, good job is not. And advisors will notify the judges if competitors did not follow the guidelines. Each room will have a table outside the door. Check the roster, ID, and dress code discreetly at the table as they enter the room. The dress code is really the discreet part. If there is a dress code violation, keep it confidential. Have a second event person discreetly look at the student's dress and make a mutual decision. If unsure, err on the side of the student. If there's a violation, document it, and the points will be adjusted at headquarters. And a reminder that we are documenting that on the master summary form that we discussed in the binder orientation video. The guidelines for this event do state that the host of uniform or proper business attire is recommended. Dress code documentation only if they do not meet dress code. After students have been checked in and are in the room, instruct students to the process of the event. Round 1, they drop off the binders and need a time to return to get them. Round 2, instruct them about the order or appointment time in which they will compete. Instruct them about the holding area they will use if needed, answer any questions, and send them to the holding or instruct them to return at their appointment time. Again, that is your decision. In case of a tie, round 1, a tiebreaker will be determined by the highest score on items listed in order on the rating sheet, and round 2, a tiebreaker will be determined by the areas on the rating sheet sections with the highest point value in descending order. Additional info: students will not know final results until the awards session. We cannot give individual students or teams suggestions for improvement, but the judges can create a list of general suggestions that Dana can share with everyone after State Leadership Conference. Make this list of suggestions on the event survey. Consistency makes equitable, competitive events. We all need to keep the goal in mind that we are trying to set an example of high standards and integrity for our students while being as fair and equitable as possible. These are leadership qualities we hope to instill in all our members. Be the example. Conduct the event as you would like others to conduct events for your students. If a student has a grievance, listen carefully. If you can fix the issue, fix it if it can be fair. If you're unsure how to fix it, or even if it needs to be fixed, refer to their advisor. Their advisor can bring the grievance to headquarters in a professional and confidential manner. Keep in mind that everyone is doing their best and that we are all human. When the event is complete, thank the judges, provide them with a thank you card that will be found in the binder and a gift that would be picked up by the event manager from headquarters. Gather all supplies and straighten the room. Complete the event survey. We want the personnel, managers, and judges to complete that survey. Refer to the event binder for instructions on what items should go in the front binder pocket. And make sure all items on the check-in sheet are accounted for. And this to the right is a copy of that check-in or completion sheet. The event manager or personnel should return the binder and all other supplies to headquarters. Thank you so much. We could not make Alabama host the State Leadership Conference possible without you.